Hi, I'm Heather from Car Seat Side, and today I've got the Graco Extend2Fit. It's a great compact car seat, meaning it's short from front to back. It's not skinny from side to side, but it's definitely short from front to back. And so we're going to take a look at how to install it rear facing with LATCH. So let's jump on in and get busy. The Extend2Fit is a convertible car seat, meaning it rear faces and it forward faces, and that's all it does. It rear faces from 4 to 50 pounds and it forward faces from 22 to 65 pounds. The overall height limit for both rear facing and forward facing is 49 inches, and rear facing, the child's head must be 1 inch below this adjuster handle. So when the seat is all the way adjusted up, the child's head needs to be 1 inch below that. So right about where the Graco text is, right there. So, and that's just to keep the head safe in a collision, so that the head, when the child ramps up the seat or slides up the seat in a crash rear facing, their head stays well contained within the headrest. So those are the basics. Now let's talk about getting ready to install it rear facing. So for rear facing, what we need to do is we need to recline the seat, but there are a couple of features here that we need to be aware of before we can recline it. First, there are some handles here on the front of the seat. There are two handles, one is red and one is gray. So the red handle actually adjusts this leg extension panel. Now this leg extension panel is a really cool feature of this seat. And so when it's in the recline mode, it actually gives an extra little bit of space for the child's legs. Because it goes to 50 pounds, it's meant to rear face larger children, huh? So that gives those bigger kids a little bit more leg room. And that's a really cool feature of this seat. So that leg extension panel, now when you're installing it for a newborn, you don't need to have that leg extension panel out, obviously, because their feet aren't going to come to the edge of the seat. But for your older kids, one-year-olds and so on, yeah, they're going to want that extension panel. So that's this red handle, and it doesn't need to be all the way out. If you don't have room for it, have it out just one notch or 2 notches maybe. But yeah, so that's the red handle. The gray handle is the recline handle, and we do have 4 different reclines that we can use for rear facing. So what we do for this one is it's not a squeeze and pull like that one is. It's more of a grasp. So you have to grasp it on the bottom, and then the seat slides like that. So to turn it on its side, what we're doing is we're looking at the blue right here. So the blue color, it's color coded. Blue is for rear facing. So anything blue will be, any of the blue labels are rear facing labels. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4 is a combination recline that can be used either rear facing or forward facing. So we can, right now, the red arrow is lined up to 2, so we're on recline number 2. Now what I'd like to do is install this for newborns, and so I need to get this recline angle indicator into this light blue circle. So the ball is still in the dark blue, so I need to recline it one more, because I do have one more level to go. There we go. Now I'm on recline 1, and the ball is in the light blue dot. And so now we're ready to go for our recline in terms of installing it for newborns. So that's good. Now all I need to do is double check that my latch strap is through the rear facing belt path, and which it is. So my latch strap is right here on its connector, and that's my latch strap. Okay, now I'm also going to get the latch strap off of the other storage area, which is on the other side of the seat, right here. And I'll do that. Just like that, and I'll set it there. The easy way to get this connected to my lower anchors is to open up my belt path so that I can see what I'm doing. But in the meantime, in order to lift the cover up off the seat, I'm going to have to remove the inside padding. That just is going to make it a whole lot easier. This padding is optional, and I'm going to also remove the padding here. This padding is required if you're installing this for a baby whose shoulders don't reach these bottom slots. This is a positioning device in that case. The harness slots need to be at or below shoulders, and so that's to keep the child down in the seat. So this provides positioning to keep those harness slots in the proper position. So make sure that if the child's shoulders are not above those slots, that you keep this bottom pad in. Otherwise, they're optional and only used for rear facing. Okay, so I'm going to lift this cover. I have an old seat, so your seat will be just a little bit different. They've changed the cover since they released my seat. So your seat will have just a flap that you pick up here so that you can see inside your belt path. So we want to see the belt path just like this. Make sure that your latch strap is not interfering with your buckle. So as we can see right here, do you see how my latch strap is kind of pulling on my buckle? So it's pulling that buckle forward and interfering. It wants to lay on top of the buckle as I'm going to pull it tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this latch strap out and just set it in front like that. And you see how now it's not interfering with this buckle strap? So it's just laying flat, it's not touching the buckle strap, and we're good to go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this latch connector to my lower anchor in my vehicle. So what I want to do is look at this, and do you see how it's shaped like a stapler? So I want to keep it upright so that it's going to connect just upright. So I'm just going to click that on. I always go for the side opposite of me, because what I have found in doing this is that if you try and lean over the top of the car seat to do the side opposite, it's really hard. So just turn the seat away from you like this, so that you have easy access to the anchor, and then you can just turn the seat back, set it into position, and then it makes it easier. And then find your lower anchor. You'll see it marked on your vehicle seat, either in your vehicle manual, or it's marked by a dot or some kind of marking, maybe a tag on your vehicle seat. And then just attach that. There we go. And that's it. And that's what it should look like. Now, another really cool thing about the Extend2Fit is it tells us how much overhang we're allowed to have on the vehicle seat, because once we start getting that extension panel, when it's more upright for those bigger kids, it starts to hang off the seat a little bit. I have no problems right now because clearly it's on my vehicle seat, but it has these labels. And again, I'm on the blue for rear facing. This label right here tells me how far I can keep the seat or let the seat hang off of the vehicle seat. So I can go as far as this part right here hanging off of the edge of the seat before it's not okay. So it has to be 80% of the base of this car seat. So 80% is right here. They've done all the math for us and put a label on. So it's really cool. Now forward facing is the same thing. And so there's this label right here. So when the seat is turned forward facing, they've done all the math for us. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so anyways, I wanted to point that out. Okay, so now we need to get this tight because obviously we haven't done anything to make it tight. We need to pull it tight. So what we need to do is pull the other end of the latch strap. Of course, it's on the inside, but I'll give a good view for you. The easiest way to do this is to reach through the belt path and pull this latch strap back through the car seat like this. And then just push down on the side closest to where that strap is, where that latch plate is on the latch strap. Just give that a pull, and let's see if we got it tight. That's super tight. Okay, so we want it to move less than 1 inch, and it's rocking my car. So just by pulling this end of the latch strap back through the vehicle, back through the car seat like this, along the latch strap, is all it takes to get it tight. That's it. And then we just push the cover back down over the top of the cup holders. Did you know that you have to install these cup holders? They're required. They're a part of the car seat, structural part of the car seat, so make sure you get those cup holders on. Okay, so put that cover back down. Double check that you're in your recline range that you want, and you're good to go. That's it for installing your Extend2Fit with Latch. Thanks for watching.